Alrighty, guys, gals, non-binary pals, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. One thing you're probably thinking, John, why are you bald? I woke up, my hair was all gone. Very crazy. Also, John, are you trying to cosplay Harry Potter today? Yes, I am, actually. Thank you. But before we get into the topic, if you see all of these lovely people here on this side of the screen, I am recording this live on Twitch. I am live every single weekday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please feel free to join us. We have a great time. All right, so today, what are we talking about? We have a very important video today. Today, we are going to be talking about the disappearance of Nikocado Avocado. Many of you might not know this, but Nick has not posted on his main channel in about a month, and he also hasn't really posted anywhere as I'm recording this video in about a week. He hasn't been seen, which is very strange for Nick because normally Nick posts very, very frequently. He posts on his Patreon a lot. He has many channels. He has, his social medias, all of these things. He has disappeared, and people are actually starting to think maybe he has passed away, which would actually be very sad. I personally am not sure if that's the case. There are a lot of theories which we are going to get into and kind of go over, and then I'm going to share my thoughts and what I think is going on. All right, so before we get into that, I want to read an article that will kind of explain what's going on. So this is an article that's from sportskita.com. Honestly, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I've never heard of this website. But let's read this article and then let's get into the rest of the topic. Alrighty? So, here we go. Sportskita.com. When was the last time Nikocado Avocado posted on YouTube? Neetsins express. I don't know what the way that word is. Express concern as main channel remains inactive for over a month. Alrighty, and then we have a lovely photo. Fans of internet celebrity Nikocado Avocado have been highly concerned about his lack of activity on his main channel for over a month. His last post on his main channel was May 15th, 2022, while a post on one of his extended channels was made on June 30th, 2022. The content creator, best known for his mukbangs and eating videos, recently gained over 100 kilos in front of the camera. Many followers are speculating that this weight change may have triggered the creator's absence. However, there have been no official justification provided. Fans worried about Nikocado Avocado's health in his absence are very uncharacteristic of him. Nikocado Avocado has been a content creator who has been active on YouTube for over 5 years. He has been very consistent with the posting of his content. However, his absence raises doubts and questions about his health among his fans and his followers. His last post on the main channel was on May 15th, 2022. Fans are not only considering health-related problems, but also speculating about his death. They believe that this is the only viable explanation for his absence from the internet. However, it is essential to note that there is no confirmation regarding either the claims of his death or health-related problems. So people think that Nick has passed away. But again, it's very important. Yes, he has not posted on his main channel in a while. But Nick has many channels, so he has posted since this date that they're using this date, I think, to make it seem a lot crazier, right? Because he has actually posted relatively recently. For him, it's not that recently, I guess, but relatively recently. So we'll get into that, okay? And then there's some tweets of people asking. The claims and conjectures are not just on Twitter. A lot of these claims with a trigger warning are floating around on YouTube too. Many of these short videos have the caption, Nikocado Avocado passed away, trigger warning, pray for his family. I think that if you are to make a video saying, oh, he's passed away to get views and to get clicks, like, that's really gross. Like, and you have no idea if that's actually the case. And it's not like a joke. It's more like, I'm just going to post this because it's going to get views. That's really, really messed up, in my opinion. Nikocado was active 6 days ago on social media. This is what I was talking about. May signal a break from the internet. People claim that he has posted videos daily for the past 5 years. However, his recent inconsistencies have triggered several questions and concerns. There is a possible chance that the YouTuber is just on a social media break. Adding to this, the YouTuber was also active on his Instagram until 6 days back when he posted a video himself with the caption "My heaviest ever," and it is a video of Nick weighing himself. We'll just. Oh my God, that was so loud. How do I turn this down? I don't even know. We're not gonna watch that because that just blew out my eardrums. I'm sorry. Besides being active on Instagram 6 days ago, he also posted a video on one of his extended channels on June 30th, 2022. At the same time, many who are rubbishing the rumors are also concerned about his health, as they feel that Avocado was not himself in his past few videos. So this was his last video that he posted on YouTube, and it's apparently a Popeyes mukbang. The YouTuber gained... No, I don't think this is the most recent video. We'll get into that, because I think the most recent video is like a McDonald's one. That's besides the point. The YouTuber gained 100 kilos recently, as he has been consuming large portions of food daily for his videos. This even led to a pair of broken ribs and got him to wear a breathing apparatus, which is that's right there. Speaking about his weight and eating habits, Nikocado once said, "People are saying, Nick, you're going to die. You're eating so unhealthy. This is healthy because I balance it out. And I know I turned 30 in 5 months. I'm doing this for a couple more years. I'm thinking 35 should be the new place, the new, like, okay, now it's time to stop." Again, I really struggle with anything that Nick says, because I truly believe that Nikocado Avocado is a character. It's not a real person. Nick, I'm sure, is a real person, right? But the character we see online isn't, right? And so I really struggle with any time there is like a... Nick was quoted saying this. I'm like, well, who is actually saying that? Is it Nick, or is it Nikocado Avocado? Because I really do feel like those are different people. Many have also signed a petition banning Nikocado and his videos so that he stops this practice of overindulging in food and does not promote the same. However, the fact that Nikocado hasn't been active on social media for a long time has got people worrying about him. There's always people that do that, like, oh, we need to ban Nick from doing this stuff. I personally don't think YouTube is ever going to just straight up ban Nick from posting videos because he's gained weight. I just don't see it happening. But I have a bunch of links here. So these are pretty much all of his social medias, right? And so this is the last video that he has posted. So this was the last time that he was seen on YouTube. And a lot of people are kind of like saying, hey, it seems that he was acting kind of weird in this video. And I mean, it says, "I'm having a really bad day, McDonald's mukbang," right? And we're not going to watch it, but there are, like, these are the most recent comments. I honestly think that Nikocado is a good mukbanger. His food is super underrated. I think that people have had I think he may have had a complete mental and physical breakdown and is recovering somewhere in a facility. He can't afford not to post. This is his bread and butter. That's interesting, because I personally think that he has a lot of money. Like, I think Nick has a lot of money, and I think he can afford not to post for a while. And I think that if he is taking a break, it's probably a good idea, especially if he has been struggling recently, right? So there are, like, there's a lot of comments of people kind of speculating on stuff like this, right? So this is the most recent post, but this is his main channel, right? He hasn't posted in over a month, right? This was a month ago was the last time a video was uploaded. And then if we have, this is another channel 7 months ago. He hasn't posted on this channel in a long time. This is another channel that he has 12 days ago. This is the most recent video, right? So this is the one that we were showing earlier. So this is the most recent video that has been uploaded by him. And then we have 2 weeks ago. So this was pretty recent. And then we have 13 days ago, another one that's pretty recent. And then this one 11 months ago. This one, apparently he just isn't using this one at all. And then his Instagram, this is the most recent thing that you can see. And so, again, this is him talking about how he, he's got up to 400 pounds. And it's a whole joke. We can play it, but I don't really want to play the audio because it's probably going to be the hardest. Like, it was super duper loud. But it's basically him, like, again, this is why it's... So basically what he's doing here is he's like, this scale doesn't... I weigh too much for this scale, so he buys this other scale that can weigh up to, I don't remember the weight. Like, 700 pounds, I think. And he weighs himself and he's 400 pounds. And that's the whole thing, right? And he's like, that's kind of the point of the video. And so that's kind of the most recent stuff that has been going on. So now I want to share my opinion. So I really struggle with Nick and making content about it because I have a belief that everything we see, everything that we are allowed to see for the most part is a show. It isn't a genuine person. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but it's like we are watching a sitcom, right? So a lot of times people will speculate on what Nick is doing or how he is acting or he's being weird in this video. And it's like, I'm just like, it's all part of the show, right? That's how it feels to me. And so for me, I really struggle with, yes, Nick hasn't been seen online in about a week since that last Instagram post has been about a week since from recording this video. Does that mean that he has passed away? I don't know. I can't say for sure. There are also other people that are saying, he actually is, he is now part of like a TLC type show where he's going to be losing the weight. So now he can't post. I would be genuinely surprised if he signed up to be on a show that had him not able to post content for an extended period of time. I really struggle with thinking that that is the case. I think it would be, and I've always said this, I think it would be really cool if Nick decided to do a series on his own, right, where he starts to lose the weight and, documents that. I think that would be really interesting, but I don't know. I don't know his audience as much as he does, and I am always curious, is that actually viable for him, right? Would a series of him losing weight garner as much attention as the stuff that he does now? And I know probably my chat right here or the people that are watching this are saying, well, I would watch that. But you are my audience, right? You are not Nick's audience. Nick's audience is very different from mine. And so I am just curious. I would love to see it, but I don't know, would it be viable for him, right? Would people tune in to watch that day in and day out? Because I think if he announced it at first, people would be interested, right? But would people continue to tune in every day or however often he uploads every week, whatever it might be, to see the weight slowly drop off? Would people continue to find that entertaining? I don't know, right? So I don't know. Obviously, I have no answers. I don't know where Nick is, but I kind of wanted to share that, the fact that he has kind of gone MIA and a lot of people are kind of worried. I think that if he did pass away, I feel like we would know, but obviously I can't say for sure. Do I think that this is some conspiracy where there's like a show that's being filmed and he's just not going to post until he's like lost a ton of weight and then he pops up? I would be really surprised. The only way I could see that happening is if one of these shows offered an unbelievable amount of money, because Nick, he puts in a lot of work, regardless of what you think about him. He puts in a lot of work in all of the, he has 27,000 channels. He does Patreon. He puts in a lot of work, and that work does result in ad revenue, Patreon money, all of these OnlyFans. I have not checked that out, but, for those of you that have, congratulations. Very happy for you. But he puts in a lot of work on all of these things, and that work translates to revenue that he makes, right? Nick makes money. He is doing well, I'm sure. So if there was a show that wanted to make him not post anymore, they would have to give him a lot of money. And who knows? Maybe that happened. And if it did, good for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of people think that I have some like sort of hatred or vitriol towards Nick. I really don't. I admire the hustle that he is doing. I think it's incredibly interesting, the stuff that he has done. I do think that he has gone too far. a couple times, you know, where he talks about, oh, I think I have cancer. I think I have this. I think that stuff is just wrong, and that's really messed up to do. But I think overall, I don't think he's an evil person that deserves to have these things happen to him, right? Those are just my opinions. Those are my thoughts. But I just wanted to share that information with y'all. I just thought it was super interesting. I would love to know what y'all think. Do you think he's going to be in part of a show? Do you think he's just taking a break? I think if you were to ask me what are my thoughts, I think he's just taking a break. And good on you. He deserves it, right? That's what I think. I don't know, though. I want to make it clear. I don't know. I think he's taking a break because he just wants to take a break. But again, I would love to know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.